Hi guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another destination. So this time I'm reporting from Austria. The first city that we have come in is Vienna, and we have reached Vienna in the afternoon, and right now we have checked into our hotel and we are heading out to explore the whole city. So come along with me and let's see what all are there to explore in the city. So we took a morning flight to Vienna, and honestly the first thing that blew my mind, the airport itself. Super clean, super aesthetic, and very efficient. Right inside, there's the CAT inquiry booth, basically your one-stop shop for all tickets and day passes. We got ourselves a 48-hour city pass plus a one-way train ticket to the city. Costed us 29 euros each. Pro tip, अगर आप एयरपोर्ट से वापस भी CAT ट्रेन लेना प्लान कर रहे हो, then go for the round trip. It saves you a lot of money. The day pass looks like this, and you're going to use it to all your transportation in Vienna. The train ride itself was so comfy. Modern interiors, smooth ride, and in just 35 minutes, we were in the city. Vienna का public transport system is like a dream. Metro, tram, buses, everything runs like clockwork. With the pass, unlimited travel for 48 hours. मतलब एकदम tension free city hopping. Our first stop was Belvedere Palace. Now this place isn't just beautiful, it's historically significant too. It was built in the early 1700s for Prince Eugene of Savoy, who by the way was one of the most successful military commanders of his time. Imagine having a summer home that looks like this. The palace is split into Upper and Lower Belvedere. The Upper Belvedere is a star. It houses Austria's largest collection of paintings, including the most famous one, The Kiss by Gustav Klimt. मतलब एक पेंटिंग के लिए लोग वर्ल्ड के कोने कोने से आते हैं. We just came closer to the palace. You can see that it's under maintenance, but the surprising thing is, if you see it closely, these are actually printouts on top of this building. These are not the actual architecture. I think they have taken massive printouts and covered the actual building. If you see, look at the windows, you can understand these are not real windows. These are actually paper sheets. But that's a smart way of keeping it covered. So from outside it looks like you can see the actual building, but then they're actually doing maintenance inside it, and these are just a replica printout on top of them. The gardens were designed in French Baroque style, matlab proper symmetry, straight paths and fountains placed in perfect alignment. Sculptures everywhere, mythological figures, phoenix statues and marble fountains that add to the royal vibe. The terraced layout is designed so that when you stand on top, you see Vienna's skyline unfolding in the background. It's like the garden itself frames the city. Historically, these gardens weren't just for beauty. People would host parties, fireworks, and even diplomatic gatherings here. Imagine royals chilling exactly where we were casually walking with a camera. Then we headed to the city center, Innenstadt. This area is basically a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Everywhere you look, there's history. Narrow cobblestone lanes, horse-drawn carriages, cafes, where even Mozart and Beethoven once hung out. Vienna city center is buzzing but never chaotic. It's like old Europe, perfectly preserved. And the best part, everything is so walkable. बस चलते जाओ और हिस्ट्री खुद आपको मिलती रहेगी हर कॉर्नर पे. हद से ज़्यादा गर्मी है आज. It's like fuming hot today, and so the only thing that can actually help us survive, ice cream. I don't know how long it's gonna stay because it's gonna melt. It's 30 degrees right now, and this is the vibe of the city. Right in the middle of the city stands the iconic St. Stephen's Cathedral. Fun fact, it was completed in the 12th century and has survived wars, fires, and even near destruction in World War II. Today is a symbol of Vienna. The roof is its showstopper. 250,000 colorful tiles arranged in patterns with the Austrian eagle right in the middle. Inside, the atmosphere is just magical. You can light candles, listen to the organ, or if you are adventurous, climb the 343 steps of the South Tower. The view from the top, next level. And ek aur baat, the tower guards here used to watch out for fires in the city and even signal time before watches were common. Something that will instantly catch your eye, horse carriages moving right alongside luxury cars and modern trams. Imagine, ek taraf Tesla, dusri taraf ghoda gari. It's such a unique blend of traditional and modern life. Feels like time traveling while crossing the street. As we kept exploring, we landed on the most glamorous streets, Schönbrunn and Kohlmarkt. These are like Vienna's luxury shopping lanes. And honestly, even if you're not shopping, just window shopping here feels like visiting an art gallery. The buildings themselves are historic, but inside you'll find brands like Louis Vuitton, Cartier, Chanel, all glammed up. India reference? Think of it as Delhi ka Khan Market, but multiplied by 100 in elegance. Finally, Hofburg Palace. This place has been the seat of power for the mighty Habsburg dynasty for over 600 years. Imagine the political decisions, royal drama, and sheer wealth that pass through these walls. Today, it's a mix of museums, the Austrian National Library, the imperial apartments, and even the office of the President of Austria. And get this, the famous Spanish riding school with white Lipizzaner horses is also here. So Hofburg isn't just a palace, it's basically an entire royal world in the middle of Vienna. Our day 2 kicked off at the gorgeous Schönbrunn Palace, Vienna ka showstopper. The name literally means beautiful spring, inspired by a natural spring discovered here centuries ago. This was the Habsburg summer residence with over 1,400 rooms. Matlab vacation home bhi royal style. Inside, it's dripping with gold, chandeliers and frescoes. And fun fact, 6-year-old Mozart once performed here for Empress Maria Theresa and apparently jumped into her lap after the concert. Cutest royal moment ever. The palace is also linked to Emperor Franz Joseph I and Empress Sissi, Austria's most iconic royal couple. Franz Joseph was born here, spent most of his life here, and even passed away here in 1916. So in a way, this palace literally witnessed Austria's most dramatic chapters of history. You can climb up from this side to the top of the hill over there at the back, and then you get a panoramic view of the whole palace, and you can see the beautiful gardens. Now the gardens, pure magic. Perfect French Baroque symmetry, long avenues, marble statues and fountains. The Neptune fountain is the star, with the sea god towering over mythical figures. And if you hike up to the gloriette on the hill, behind, the view of the palace framed by the gardens is just postcard perfect. Royals used to have breakfast there, and today you can grab a coffee in the same spot. Imagine sipping cappuccino where emperors once dined. Oh, and hidden inside the grounds is the world's oldest zoo, running since 1752. Back then, it was the royal menagerie where exotic animals were shown off, and today it's still one of the best zoos in Europe. Schönbrunn really isn't just a palace, it's like a full world of royalty, art and history all packed into one destination. Next stop, St. Charles Church or Karlskirche, one of Vienna's most beautiful Baroque landmarks. It was built in the 18th century by Emperor Charles VI as a part of thank you after Vienna survived a devastating plague. That's why it's dedicated to St. Charles Borromeo, the patron saint of plague victims. The design is super unique. giant green dome in the center, flanked by two huge columns that look a bit like Rome's Trajan's column, but with their own Austrian twist. Each spiral is carved with scenes from St. Charles' life, so the facade itself feels like a storybook. Inside the dome, frescoes are just breathtaking, massive, colorful, and full of heavenly scenes. And the coolest part, there's a lift that actually takes you right up under the dome, so you can see the paintings from up close. मतलब usually churches में paintings सिर्फ door से दिखते हैं, but यहाँ you're almost eye level with the art. Today, the church also doubles up as a cultural hub. You'll often find concerts happening here. Our final stop was Vienna's most famous open-air market, the Nash Market. This place has been around since the 16th century, and today it stretches for almost 1.5 kilometers with over 100 stalls and restaurants. Now, the best part? It's a total sensory overload. Colorful fruits, fresh veggies, exotic spices, cheese, olives, seafood, wines, you name it. Think of it like the Chandni Chowk or Sarojini Nagar of Vienna. But instead of dupattas and momos, you'll find truffle oils, sushi, kebabs, and Austrian street food. Fun fact, Nash Market has a Saturday flea market too, where you can find antiques, quirky collectibles, even vintage clothes. So it's not just about food, it's about culture, people watching, and vibing with the locals. We even stopped for a quick bite. You'll find everything from Australian classic like schnitzel and apple strudel to falafel and Indian curries. मतलब पूरा global थाली एक जगह. It is lively, it's affordable compared to the luxury shopping streets, and honestly, it's the best way to feel like you're part of Vienna's daily life. Vienna is also home to the Mozart house, the only surviving apartment where Mozart actually lived and composed some of his most famous works, including The Marriage of Figaro. The museum today takes you right into his world, how he worked, lived, and played music. Unfortunately, हम लोग थोड़ा late हो गए and the gates shut at 7 p.m. so couldn't go inside. But if you're a music lover, this one's a must visit. Vienna really surprised me. It's elegant, it's artistic, it's royal, and at the same time so grounded with places like Nash Market where locals hang out. 2 days felt short, but every corner of the city has a story, a piece of art, or a royal touch. Definitely one of those places you would want to come back to again and again. And I hope you liked this video. If you did, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I'll see you in my next vlog. Till then, take care. Bye-bye.